I've got with me today a 7.2 channel receiver from JBL. This is the MA7100HP. It has 7.2 channels available. That means you can also reassign 2 channels for height duties in a Dolby Atmos setup, as in 5.2.2. Now, you might be familiar with JBL, not least because of their high visibility in the professional world. You might have seen the JBL stacks of PA systems at rock concerts, or you certainly will have heard their cinema sound systems at your local multiplex. They're also very well known for producing studio monitors for professional environments as well. And they've tried to port some of this know-how into their home cinema platforms like this, the MA7100HP. This line of AVRs from JBL are really quite pleasant. I think they've gone for something that's a little bit more living room friendly rather than a unit that might be used in a dedicated room. And that's reflected in this quite stylish glass panel here, although the volume and input controls are a little bit lightweight and a bit inconsequential. It also only weighs 7.4 kilograms, which means it doesn't feel that sort of weighted, but remember that it is Class D based amplifiers which are on board. But overall, it's got a nice feel about it and actually gives it quite a high-end feel. I mean, you'll probably know that the high-end processors these days from the likes of Lingdorf and Trinoff have very simple designs. And I think the trend now is towards simplicity, but JBL is definitely capitalizing on this, and they're trying to separate themselves from the competition with this more pared-down look and feel of the device. So let's talk a little bit about the features and specifications of the MA7100HP. As I mentioned earlier, this is an immersive audio processor in that it can decode Dolby Atmos or DTS:X in a 5.2.2 configuration. Round the back, you'll see that there are 6 HDMI inputs, 2 outputs, one of which is eARC compatible. You also get a couple of 2-channel analog inputs. You get a phono input, coax digital, and optical Toslink. In terms of the power output, you get 700 watts in total distributed amongst those 7 onboard Class D based amplifiers. That translates also into 125 watts times 2 into 8 ohms, that's 2 channels driven, or 175 watts into 4 ohms, again with 2 channels driven. And you tend to get those kind of limitations when you have all the amplifiers packed into the one enclosure. You can use Easy Set EQ, which is the in-room calibration system which is on board the unit, or you can opt, if you want to dig in a little deeper, to Dirac Live, which is also available as an optional extra. I should perhaps also have mentioned that there are a couple of useful streaming platforms on board, namely Google Chromecast and Apple AirPlay 2. Now, we set up the JBL in a 5.2.2 configuration using 4 ohm loudspeakers by M&K and a pair of subwoofers, and I have to say the performance we got was pretty good. This thing can actually drive 4 ohm loudspeakers pretty competently. I found that the mid-range was quite robust, and I got good effects placement in the soundstage, and a good sense of height as well from Dolby Atmos material. I get the feeling also that JBL is ploughing quite a lot of their resources into the sound quality, and that's bearing in mind that the feature set, as I said, is a little bit pared down compared to the competition, but there's a lot to recommend this unit, and I can see what JBL are trying to do. If you want to dig in a little further, please go and read my review on Sound Advice, but we look forward to seeing you soon.